Hello and welcome to Tapping Tuesday. This is Dawn. I'm so glad you guys are tuning in today. I thought today we would tap on feeling stuck or in a rut. I don't know if it's this whole like Aquarius thing happening, but I know the last few weeks I've not been feeling myself. And it's been a little bit of a struggle to, just feeling lethargic and not as energized. And we also just had time change here. Unless you're in Arizona, you don't change the time as we do in most of the rest of the country. And it's also been raining a lot. So for me, I love the sunshine. That's why I live in California, in Los Angeles, and that's why you pay the amount of money we pay to live here, because I love the sunshine. Yeah, whether it's a relationship or something at work or just feeling sort of lethargic or uninspired, sometimes we just get in these ruts. And it's all part of the human experience. There's no blame or shame or criticism in it. It's just sometimes just acknowledging, like, hey, I'm in a rut and it's okay, you know. And I love this little quote on my Louise Hay booklet today that says, "I know that world peace really does begin with me." And really, not just world peace, but any kind of peace, any kind of joy, excitement, inspiration. It really does start from within. And I think, sometimes society conditions us to look outside of ourselves, like, oh, if I have this relationship, then I'll be happy, or if I get this job, then I'll be happy, or if I release the weight, then I'll be happy, or if I take this trip, then I'll be happy. But really, happiness and joy and feeling these things is something that we need to create from within every single day of our lives, that we intentionally focus on it and make it a priority, making your self-care a priority. And I can look back on these last few weeks. I haven't been eating as well as I had been prior to that. I've been indulging a little bit more in junk food and things that bring my energy down, that bring the self-care has gone a little bit out the window. My sleep hasn't been as good. So all these things are just symptoms that, okay, there's something I need to take care of here. I need to be better about my self-care, my point of attraction, the way I'm thinking about things, because it's easy to get into that negative loop, isn't it? It doesn't take that much to kind of spiral down that negative loop pattern. So like I tell my clients, even just this morning, that you have to constantly, intentionally focus and interrupt that program. And if you catch yourself in a negative thought, there's a couple things you can do. You can, once you catch yourself, reframe it to a better feeling thought. As Abraham Hicks talks about, you can do 17 seconds of an appreciation rant. This is kind of like another cool thing you can do. You can put your hands over your ears because you feel that vibration as you're talking. Just go ahead and try that for a moment. So if you feel yourself in a negative thought, you can say cancel, 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 cancel a few times. And you can feel that vibration in your body changing and shifting when you do that. So these are all just some additional tools. And so let's get started with the tapping. And please feel free to tap along, but knowing that if you're tapping along, you're just taking responsibility for your own well-being. So we're going to tap generally on just feeling stuck in a rut and how we can get ourselves out of that. And so just if you can, close your eyes for a moment and just kind of check in with your body a little bit. And see where you're at on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest when you think about being stuck in that rut or stuck in that energy that no longer serves you. Where do you feel that you're at right now? So go ahead and know where you're at, just starting 10 being the highest, 1 meaning, nope, good, I'm all unstuck, not feeling that anymore. So just taking note where you're starting. Okay, we're going to start with the cry chat point. Even though I've been stuck in this rut and I've been perhaps a little tired and lethargic, and I'm really, really tired of this rain. I need my sunshine again. And I deeply and completely honor and accept myself. Even though I realize that I'm only human, exceptionally human, and part of being human is having these ups and downs, the highs and the lows, the lightness and the darkness. And it's just a part of being human in this human experience. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I keep feeling like I've been in this rut and just feeling stuck, whether it be a relationship or not making good food choices and putting my self-care to the side and ignoring the symptoms and the warning signs. And I want to be better about it. I want to refocus on my self-care and getting back to the things that make me feel better. And either way, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Just like my shirt says, this is French, je t'aime means I love you. Inside the eyebrow. Feeling this stuckness. Side of the eye, stuck in this rut. Under the eye, and I've just been looping around and swimming in this feeling of stuckness and being in a rut. Under the nose, and I know it's not great for me to feel this way. Chin point, so I choose to give myself some ease and forgive myself for falling into this rut. Collarbone, because life just happens sometimes. Under the arm, and it's okay to get stuck in this rut from time to time. Under the chest, but I don't want to stay in it very long. Wrist points, I want to get back to feeling like my normal, peaceful, happy self. Top of the head, but sometimes it's really hard not to get stuck in this rut. Inside the eyebrow, and that's okay. Side of the eye, because I know I will eventually get out of this rut. Under the eye, hopefully sooner than later. Under the nose, and I want to begin to shift my energy. Chin point, I want to tune in to a higher frequency and more positive vibration. Collarbone, and I can blame it on the rain. Under the arm, but it's really my responsibility to get myself out of this rut. Under the chest, I feel like I've been stuck in this low energy vibration. Wrist points, and it's time to get myself out of it. Top of the head, and I know others can guide me and give me tools to help me get out of it. Inside the eyebrow, but it's ultimately my responsibility to do so. Side of the eye, I'm the one who has to put in the time and the energy and the focus. Under the eye, I'm responsible for my well-being and my energy. Under the nose, so any feelings of being stuck in this rut, chin point, I want to release it now. Collarbone, I want to get into a more positive vibrational point of attraction and energy. Under the arm, and I forgive myself for getting into this rut. Under the chest, and it's okay, it happens. Wrist points, but now I choose to release myself from this rut. Top of the head, I give myself permission to go back into a high vibe state. Inside the eyebrow, I choose to be happy. Side of the eye, I choose to practice 17 seconds of appreciation every day. Under the eye, I choose to have more and more energy throughout the day. Under the nose, I choose to meditate. Chin point, I choose to practice the best self-care ever. Collarbone, I choose to tune in to my higher wisdom and my highest and best self. Under the arm, I choose to focus on helping others in a way that also honors myself. Under the chest, I choose to love myself. Wrist points, I choose to honor and respect myself. Top of the head, and I choose to love myself. So if you speak French, you can even say this with me, je t'aime, je t'aime, je t'aime, which means I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you for joining another episode of Tapping Tuesday. Tune in again next Tuesday for another Tapping Tuesday video. And if there's any topics that you would like to see me do a video on as a demonstration, please feel free to drop a comment in the comment section or send me a direct message, and have a wonderful rest of your day. And I so appreciate all this rain because it's making all the grass greener, and I appreciate the rain for all the beautiful wildflowers that are blooming in Los Angeles, and I appreciate the rain for making this earth even more beautiful. And thank you again for joining. That was my 17 seconds of appreciation. Okay, bye.